Welcome, you guys. So today I figured I would base the sequence around something that's very common. So a lot of times when you are asking people to take a yoga class with you, or have you tried yoga, or you should try this yoga pose, I swear you can get into it, everyone's response is, I can't even touch my toes. I would never be able to do that. Or, I can't even touch my toes. I can't do the things that you do. So today, we're going to do some stretches to show people how to touch their toes properly. In the mix of this, I'm going to be doing some warm-ups that's going to get the blood flowing. And we're going to stretch out our hips, our calf muscles, our hamstrings, and yeah, let's just jump right in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our meditation so we can set our intentions for the class. I feel like this is always important, very important, because in order to concentrate on yourself, you need to learn how to let everything else go. So let's swoop our arms up and above our heads and bring them down to our heart center. If you want, you can close your eyes. Take this time to think of all the things that you had to do today. And once you've collected that, I want you to push it all aside. At this present moment, it does not matter. Take a deep breath for me. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Give me one more deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Stay right here in this present moment. Take in the silence around you and relax. Hold on to that peace that you're in. I want you to feel the mat between your toes. Feel that grounded foundation that you have right now. You're standing up tall. Your body is steady. Your breath is easy. Alright, I want you guys to slowly bring yourself back. Take one deep breath for me. And release it. Alright. Let's get into things. So, what I want you to do is, we're going to warm up the body. So, I want you to make sure that your feet are hip width apart. You're going to take your arms. You're going to start them back. Lift up. And when you come back down, I want you to bend your knees. So, it's going to be back, up, swoop, up. Okay? Now, arms back, up, swoop. Continue doing this. I want you guys to feel your body heat up. Feel your heart rate increase. We just want to loosen up the body. Getting used to moving right now. Usually, I never try to do anything fast-paced because my life is fast-paced. But I wanted to kind of switch it up today. I felt like really moving. You guys are doing awesome. All right. As you breathe in when you lift your arms, breathe out when you drop. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Continuous breaths. All right, we're gonna do 3 more. So this is 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. We're gonna put our feet a little bit more than hip width apart. What I want you guys to do is, we're going to take our arms up, over, and we're going to bend at the knee. Then we're going to do the same thing and on the other side. And then we're going to keep this motion going. Okay? Alright. So hips hip width apart. I want you to have your feet kind of at an angle. I don't want them straight. I don't want them completely out to the side. Put a nice, have your big toe pointing to the corners of the mat. Alright? Arms up, over, up, breathe in, breathe out. Good job. Up and over. Keep going for me. We're going to put our feet a little bit more than hip width apart. What I want you guys to do is, we're going to take our arms up, over, and we're going to bend at the knee. Then we're going to do the same thing and on the other side. And then we're going to keep this motion going. Okay? Alright. So hips hip width apart. I want you to have your feet kind of at an angle. I don't want them straight. I don't want them completely out to the side. Put a nice, have your big toe pointing to the corners of the mat. Alright? Arms up, over, up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good job. Up and over. Keep going for me. All right, come to center, and I want you guys to drop forward into your forward fold. Now, the key to this practice is to touch your toes, so I know most of you probably cannot get all the way down. So, what you can do is get up on your fingertips, give you a little extra length. That tailbone's gonna go back. The head's gonna come up, pushing through your shoulders, your fingertips. If this is too much, you can also come halfway to your knees, well, right under your knees, and stand. Take this break. Continue breathing for me. That's right, slow down your breaths. You're doing awesome. We're going to release some of that tension in the lower back while keeping our shoulders strong. You don't want to collapse into your shoulders. Good job. I want you to walk your feet together. Come halfway up. Drop back down. Halfway up. Drop back down. Swing your arms up and over. Hands to heart center. All right. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stretch those thighs. I want you guys to, you're going to put your weight into your left foot. Bring that right foot up and clasp your fingers around your knee. Stand tall for me. Hold for 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release. We're going to switch sides. Now, shift your weight. Lift that leg up. Clasp your fingers around your knee. Help bring the knee up. Stand firm through your right foot. Hold for 5 breaths. 1. Slowly release. All right. So, next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our sun salutation. So, to the top of your mats. Can you see me? Yeah, we can still see me. All right. Arms up and overhead. Drop. Halfway lift. Drop back down for me. Send that left foot back. Send that right foot back. Chaturanga. Downward dog. Good job. Hold here for 3 breaths. Last one. Send that left foot up between your hands. It's okay if you need a little help. Send that right foot up. Halfway lift. Drop back down. Halfway lift for me one more time. Drop back down. We're going to switch sides. Send that right foot back. Left foot back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Push through your hands. Try to send those heels down to your mat. Tailbone back. Send that right foot between your hands. Send that right foot, your left foot up to your right. And now fold. Lift halfway up for me. Drop back down. Arms up and overhead. Come back down. Awesome. Let's do that 2 more times. Sorry, my mat slipped out of place. There we go. All right, arms up and over. Drop for me. Halfway lift. Drop back down. Left foot back. Right foot back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Feel that stretch in your calves. If you want, you can walk it out. For some of us, this is our first downward dog of the day. Well, second, so this is our second round. Send that send that left foot up between your hands. Send the right foot up. Halfway lift. Drop back down. Swoop your arms up and over. All right, and let's do our right side for our last time. Arms up, overhead and drop. Halfway up. Back down. Send that right foot back. Left foot back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Send that right foot up between your hands. Left foot. Halfway lift. Drop. Bring arms up. Hands to heart center. Awesome. Alright, I want us to get down into our tabletop. We're going to get into our cat-cows. Alright. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingertips. Grip the mat. Make sure your hips and your knees are stacked over each other. Now let's go ahead and start our first cat-cow. So, cat. Pull the navel in. Try to get your gaze to your navel if you can. In between your legs. Cow. Push through your hands, look up. Send the navel down. And then cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Keep this motion going. Cat. Cow. If you want, you can go ahead and speed it up. Continue to breathe. your next cat, from the tabletop, child's pose. Let's hear from me. While you're here, if you want, you can sway your hips side to side. Good job. Really reach those hands up. Really send that your tailbone back. Get that nice stretch in the shoulders. Come up into your tabletop. And I want you to do is scoot your knees forward to the back of your hands. Rush. Whew. Look. I want you guys to go ahead and lift up. Send your arms back, up. Reach for the sky. Go ahead and reach for me. Relax your shoulders. Hands are up, gaze is up. And I want you to do this. So you're going to push your pelvic forward. I want you to go ahead and lean back. Keep your arms straight. Go as far as back as you can. Come back down. All right. Now I want us to try to get into our camel pose. So a good way that I like to get into my camel pose is I like to basically come round up, put my hand on my back ankle, swoop my arm around and lean. All right. It's like a circle motion. Stove. All right. It's an easy way to do this is to actually face a wall so that you can keep your hips square, so you're not leaning forward too much. The wall will actually help support you. And go back. All right. Now, if you want to do it with the wall, go ahead and adjust yourself so you can face the wall. If you're fine where you are, awesome. I'm actually going to slide my mat over so I can get my circular motion so I'm not hitting anything. All right. Now, I usually circle and around. Push your pelvic forward. If you're at the wall, you want to make sure that you're touching that wall. Keep yourself straight. Lean. You're doing awesome. You don't want to lean too far back. You want to keep your legs straight. Okay? Keep your hips and your knees stacked over yourself. If this is too much, you can do your heels, or you can go ahead and put your hands on your waist and just lean back a little. Eventually you'll get all the way back. Come up slowly. Puppy pose. Ah. A nice stretch. Walk your hands back up into your camel. You can get into your camel however you want. It's up to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Come up slowly. Puppy pose. Good job. Walk your hands back. All right. Now, I want us to go ahead and stand on up. Now that we're kind of loosened up, the body's a little wiggly. Now, the proper way I like to tell people to go for your toes is to bend at the knees. Follow your hands down your knees. And you can touch your toes. So, let's see what that looks like from the back, from the side, I'm sorry. So, bend at the knees. Ah! Almost went off balance there. Bend at the knees. Go ahead and follow your legs all the way down to your toes. And you're bending from your waist and your knees. If you still can't touch your toes now, you will get there eventually. You will get there. Eventually you'll be able to tuck your hands under your feet. Press into them to give yourself a nice stretch. And this helps stretch the calves. I also like to ragdoll in this position, just to kind of feel loose. Yoga isn't hard. It's the mindset that you have to change when you bring yourself to the mat. When you're thinking about bringing yourself to the mat, you easily slide back up. Now, I know a lot of people try to touch their toes and they're just like, I'm going to bend at the waist. I can't touch my toes. No, you can't touch your toes like this. Your posture is all messed up. Your shoulders are slouched into your neck. Your back is arched over. You want to make sure that you bend at the knees a little bit, like you're about to sit into a chair. Raise your hands down, and you can touch your toes. Boop. All right. I want you guys to go ahead and sit down for me. You can choose whatever meditation pose that you want. I want you guys to take a deep breath for me. I'm sorry, it's been a long day for me. I want you to send your arms up, drop them to your side. One hand's going to go behind you, the other hand is going to go on your opposite knee. So left hand to right knee, or either right hand to left knee. Go with the flow. Do a nice little tug on your knee. Give yourself a nice twist. Try to look at the back of the room. Arms up, switch sides. Opposite hand to opposite knee, gaze goes behind you. Switch sides for me again. Arms go up, opposite hand, opposite knee, gaze goes behind you. Up, switch sides. I figure while we're here, we might as well work out the spine any way that we can. Give a nice little twist, back bends, leaning forward, arms up and over, opposite side. Arms up and over. If anyone asks you, what is doing yoga like? Always tell them there's some trial and error. But switch sides. It's worth it. definitely worth it. You're being kind to your body, to yourself. You're being mindful of your actions. Hands up and over, switch sides. I bet you guys can touch your toes now. Arms up and over. This is going to be our last one. Then I want us to get on our backs. Arms up and center. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Now, I want you to send both of your feet up into the air. Let's take some of that blood away from our feet. Give them a rest. You can flex your feet, wiggle your toes. Let's just give them a rest. If this is too much, you can always slide up against the wall. Or you can place a block underneath of your tailbone to help raise yourself up. Now what you do is bend at the knees. Take your pointer finger and your middle finger, and I want you to try to reach for your toes. You can bend your knees and go out, if they go out or in, depending on how your body's shaped. And see if you can stretch them above your head. They don't have to be straight, they can be out to the sides a little bit. I just don't want them to fall out. Nice stretch. If you can't reach your toes, you can still have them bent a little. This is perfectly fine. From here, we're going to go into our happy baby. Go ahead and stretch those inner thighs. Yeah, actually rock in this position if that feels comfortable. Go ahead and release your feet back into the sky. If you're doing it without the wall, most likely you're feeling this a little. You can feel the strength that you have in your legs to keep them up. Relax here. Give me 2 more breaths here. One more. Send your left leg down straight, bend your right knee, clasp your hands around your knees. Hug your knee. Take your right hand out to the side of you, straight out. And then I want you to take that right knee, send it to your left. Give a nice spinal twist. Take your gaze over your right hand. Give me 2 more breaths here. Last one. Center. Switch legs. And take that left hand out to your side. Shift that left knee to your right. Gaze goes over your left hand. Give me 2 more breaths here. That's 1. 2. Center yourself. Take both knees into your chest and give them a nice hug. Hug yourself for bringing yourself to the mat, for trying, for taking time out for yourself without feeling that feeling of, this is wrong, I should be doing more. You're doing so much here. It's okay to do for yourself. Never forget that. We all need time for ourselves. I want you to take your feet, place the soles of your feet together, bring your feet down to the mat. Give me a butterfly. Your hands can be up above your head. They can be out like a plane. They can be down by your side. You can always use blankets or blocks to put underneath your knees to help support if this is uncomfortable. Never feel like that you have to measure up to the person next to you. It's all about you. This journey is personal. You will get there. There is no rush. What's that line they always say? It's not about how fast you get there. It's about the journey that you take. That is what yoga is. Don't be in a rush. You'll make mistakes if you rush. You'll miss a couple steps. Be kind to your body. I know it might not be where you would like it to be, and if it is, awesome. But over time, you'll get there. And at the end, you get to look at the progress that you made over time. Go ahead, bring your knees together, soles of your feet to your mat. Stretch your hands out, corpse pose. We're going to go ahead and take our Shavasana. You did fantastic today. The most important thing is that you tried. And you did that. You should feel proud of yourself. You should always be proud of yourself for trying. So start bringing awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Take a nice deep breath and release it. Bend at the knees and lean your body over to the left. And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and sit up. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate your attendance. Take prayer hands with me as we close out. Thank you for sharing your space, your time, and your energy with me. I really appreciate it. And I appreciated spending my time, my energy with you. Until next time, you guys. Namaste. See ya.